An extraneous solution is when you have a solution and you plug it back in and it does not work. And there's times with absolute values that you plug in an answer and it doesn't work, so you have to say it's extraneous. Let me give you an example. The example is, and it looks different from what we did before because there's an entire expression. So here's how we're going to write our two equations. I'm going to take what's inside the absolute value and set it equal to the positive piece. Or I'm going to take what's inside the absolute value and set it equal to the negative piece. Now we just have to solve. Step 1, I'm going to subtract 2 on each side. So I have 3x equals 4x plus 3. Next step here is I need to move the x term over, so I'm going to subtract 4x on both sides. So I have negative 1x equals 3, divide by negative 1, therefore x equals negative 3. So before I move on to the next piece, I'm going to check to see if this is true. I'm going to go into the original equation, and I'm going to plug in a negative 3 everywhere I see an x. And I'm going to simplify. I have negative 9 plus 2 equals negative 12 plus 5. This gives me the absolute value of negative 7 equals negative 7. Well, an absolute value can never equal a negative number. So what this is saying is 7 equals negative 7, and that is false. So therefore, this would be considered an extraneous solution. Let's solve the next piece. I need to distribute to both parts. So I have 3x plus 2 equals negative 4x minus 5. I'm going to move the 2 over, so I'm going to subtract 2 to both sides. And I have 3x equals negative 4x minus 7. I'm going to move the 4x over by adding it. So I have 7x equals negative 7. If I divide by 7, I get x equals negative 1. So I'm stating that's what x equals. Well, I need to check. 3, everywhere I see an x this time, I'm putting in a negative 1. So I get the absolute value of negative 3 plus 2 equals negative 4 plus 5. So I get the absolute value of negative 1 equals negative 4 plus 5, which is 1. Therefore, 1 equals 1, which is true. Therefore, this is my only solution to my answer.